feel like y'all have it easier because women have to be attractive. Y'all don't. You could be a 2 out of 10 but be rich, and now you're gonna pull some of the most attractive women ever.
Say men have it easier
when it comes to like standards and off of first look.
She really said that.
What?
She must be around certain kind of guys. She's not around the everyday.
Oh no, y'all are
crazy.
Y'all are crazy. Women have to look top notch to get y'all's attention. Y'all could just have money. You could be in a strip club.
That's so cap.
That is not cap.
That is absolute BS. It's 2022. You don't even have to be attractive to look attractive. Women have filters, makeup, waist trainers, fake hair, fake nails, fake lashes, fake boobs, fake butts. A woman can go from looking like this to looking like this in the time it takes me to watch an episode of Game of Thrones. Modern women will wear all that fake stuff and still want a real man. And that's why I always say modern average women only care about the men that they want, the men that they see on the social media apps, which are predominantly rappers, actors, and entertainers. They see those men and then they see the women that those men hang around and they go, I want to look like that, even if it means it ruins my chances with an average guy. Heck, if a woman's making a certain amount of money, she will openly admit, I'd rather die alone than be with an average man. And the irony of it all is the women they want to look like to obtain the men that they think that they want have the shortest marriages of them all. And let's just be completely honest, as a woman, you don't even have to be that attractive. If you go to the gym and maintain a decent body, which everybody should strive to do, not only for your looks, but also for your health. But if you do that one thing alone, there's always going to be some guy that's willing to be in a relationship with you. Now, it might not be Drake, but you're going to have a guy. But like she said, as a man, all you got to do is be rich. All you got to do is sacrifice your 20s to work 80 hours a week and build strong social circles with other powerful men to help you climb the corporate ladder. Then maybe you can get a girlfriend or you can get a wife, in which case 50% of those fail, and there's a 50% chance where you'll lose half of everything you've worked your entire life for. Men sure do have it easy. It's like taking candy from a baby.
Do you feel like men go to a woman that is underneath them or beneath them so that way they can feel superior? I'm gonna give you an example. I have someone that's really, really close to me and he just got out of a relationship. Now he's in a new one. And that girl that he's now with doesn't look up to par. And this girl looks like she still needs help. And so he said, well, I don't want someone that is superficial, someone that cares about social media and all into their looks and doesn't care about money. But I feel like a lot of men will settle for a woman who looks less than, so that way they are not pressed to step up.
I do feel like that. I do feel like some men want to feel like men. And I always tell you this, like men want to feel like men. And some men cannot feel like that with a top-notch female. You
but
get what I'm saying?
Do better.
You have to ask them. I really think it has something to do with their inner self-esteem.
Do you run into that?
They probably. I don't run into that. I made more money than somebody before. Mm-hmm. But see, that gave him motivation. It didn't really make him, but he did cheat on me with someone else.
Is anybody going to tell her that for long-term relationships, men care about, at least the good men that I know, care more about character than they do looks? Men do that because we understand the risk of paternity and we understand the risk of divorce. And if you're a woman that cares about nothing outside of your own vanity and you prioritize making money over family, you're not a safe bet, because when the going gets tough, you're probably going to lean on what you know. You're going to take half. And for the woman that got cheated on, I don't condone the behavior. It's horrible. Obviously, he should have never have done that. Now that that's out the way, he probably cheated just because the opportunity presented itself. See, women think that men cheat how women cheat, because when women cheat, they try to cheat with the man that's better than their current man. But when men cheat, it's literally because the opportunity presented itself, and men are not naturally designed to reject sexual opportunity. Just think about it like this. Almost every woman on the planet could probably learn how to bench 135 pounds. Now, it would take a lot of discipline because they're not naturally designed to lift heavy weights. Men are not naturally designed to reject sexual opportunity. When you have testosterone, it takes a different level of discipline. When women encouraged the sexual liberation movement and taught young women that it's okay to sleep with random men, who did you think that they were going to sleep with? They're going to sleep with men who either have resources or they think is attractive. And guess who has at least one of those two things? Your husband. Either way, at the end of the day, in the short term, men are not naturally selective, but in the long term, we tend to be a lot more selective, especially when it comes to character.
What's the most humbling experience you've ever had?
Without a question, that would be waking up in the hospital after being married 28 years and your wife's gone. She run off with another man. I was in there for back surgery, but I didn't know she was already seeing someone else. And it was a shock. It was something I wasn't aware of. I even had an imagination that would happen after being married 28 28 years. That wasn't the bad part. It's just being blindsided and not realizing the groundwork that was being taken place. She was getting a post office box and selling my house. And I went from having a house on the golf course, a house at the beach at Gulf Shores, to no house at all. And basically the Alabama lawyer put me on the street without just anything that I worked all my life for. And now I'm 68. And, you know, I wish I'd made better plans. It reminds me of somebody told me one time, save money so money can save you. I didn't make any preparations at all for that. If anybody's watching this that can learn from my mistake, I hope they do.
This man worked for 28 plus years to provide a certain lifestyle for his family, and while he was having back surgery, the person that was supposed to be nurturing him was stealing his money and running off with another man. He could have called her anything outside of a child of God, and I would have agreed with him, and I don't even know this woman, and his biggest regret was that he didn't see it coming. If there was any situation where I would have to agree and say it's okay to not take accountability, it would be that one, and he still took accountability. And this is why I think our current system is rigged to ruin American families. There's no way any competent system would think that it's okay to put two people in a contract where one person is financially incentivized to leave the contract and are doing so at a 75% rate just because they're scrolling on Instagram and they think they can get a man that's going to give them a better life. And I'm saying this as a fan of marriage. I think marriage is good for men, women, and children, and I think if you look at most of the data, it's going to support that claim, but you can't expect men to keep signing up for a bloodbath.
Y'all just got married, right?
Just today,
Yes,
like 4 hours ago.
Okay, and do you guys know each other's body count?
Yes. Oh,
Okay.
body count? No. That's irrelevant.
Is it?
Yes, past is the past. Like, this is my future.
Are you willing to admit it right now?
9.
9?
No, that's irrelevant. No, that's irrelevant. No, that's irrelevant.
Oh, really? Earlier research found that having multiple sex partners prior to marriage could lead to less happy marriages and often increased odds of divorce. For all three cohorts, women who married as virgins had the lowest divorce rates by far. The craziest part is a woman with 9 bodies in 2022 is damn near the Virgin Mary. Men have to stop coping with female promiscuity by lying to themselves and saying that it doesn't matter. It does. This is the first time in American history where girls from the age of 15 to 24 have more sexual partners than boys and men in that same category. Our forefathers would be laughing at us for the things that we accept from women and the men that we've become. But I guess we do have smartphones and airplanes, so maybe we've done pretty well for ourselves. Till next time.
If it's an issue, we gon' solve them. I got 99 problems I can go through by myself. You know I'm rockin' with you.